I'd taken all the light orange ones because Zelia hates them. I don't really like the cantaloupe-flavored ones at all. You don't? Her eyes widen. But you said... I never said I liked them. I said I'd take them. I shrug as best I can, with both elbows on my floor. Oh, Ava! Zelia rolls onto her back and Willy Wonka sits on top of her chest. You should have told me you didn't like them either. I could have given them to my mom. I feel bad. I reach out toward the screen, pretending to pet Willy Wonka. He stares at my finger like it's some weird kind of bug and takes a half-hearted swat at it. Next time, I'll try to tell you. I know I won't say anything like that because I want Zelia to be happy, even if it means I don't get what I want. Isn't that what friends do? I wish you were here. 6th grade is horrible without you. You don't know that. Zelia pets Willy Wonka harder, making more fur fly. You've never been in 6th grade with me. Maybe it would be worse if I were there. Doubtful, I laugh. At least at your new school, you get to be the cool kid from California. Here, I'm just plain old Ava. It's only the 2nd week, and you're still alive. You sound like my parents. They like to point out obvious things, too. It would be annoying, but now I expect it. I like your parents. Zelia turns over onto her back and grins at me upside down. Zelia, bedtime! Zelia's mom calls from a room I can't see. You heard the boss, lady. Zelia rolls back over and makes Willy Wonka wave at me. Night-night. Night-night. I wave back and hit end. The clock appears. It's only 7 o'clock here, and I've got 2.5 hours of nothingness before bedtime. Zelia moved to Maine 2 months ago, but it feels like she's been gone for 2 decades. Luke says that's impossible since I've only been alive for 1 decade plus 1 year, but I know what I feel like. In middle school, Zelia and I were going to start an anime club and cosplay at Comic-Con. I was going to write a whole book for her, and she was going to help me get it published. We were going to be the popular kids, the ones who got invited to all the parties. I mean, I actually don't know anyone who has parties, but I'm pretty sure they exist. Just think, Ava, Zelia had told me. At a new school, we don't have to be who we were in elementary. But most of the kids are the same, I'd pointed out. It doesn't matter. New school, new life. Zelia always points out things I don't think of. I look at the clock again. Only 5 minutes have passed. I could go watch television with my parents, or even go outside because the sun hasn't set yet. Instead, I act like I'm on the opposite coast with Zelia. I change into my pajamas and climb into bed with my journal. At least we're still close, I tell myself. Even though we're thousands of miles apart, she and I are in the exact same position, doing exactly the same thing. School just started, and I'm already behind. I bend my head over my work, ignoring the clang and chatter coming in through the open windows. I'm using my lunch period to work on the English homework that's due right after the bell, mostly so I don't have to eat alone. Unfortunately, this is the worst English essay in the history of English essays. I'm so going to fail. My stomach feels like it's got 1,000 itchy ants in it, and my limbs go numb. Fight or flight or freeze. I'm freezing. I shouldn't be. It was the most boring of times, and then it still was the most boring of times. There's no sound but the rhythmic tapping of the keyboard as the librarian checks in books or whatever librarians do. I stare up at the bulletin board that's covered with club and activity flyers. Chess, leadership, engineering, builders club, soccer, football, improv. Improv was Zelia's thing. She taught me a couple games from it, like Words of Wisdom.